So I'm sure by now you know who Andrew Tate is. He's absolutely exploded in popularity over the last year. I mean, he was apparently even one of the most Googled person's name in the entire year of 2022. So obviously a lot of people know Andrew Tate, and if you weren't aware, over the last couple months he's been a very controversial figure. Controversial to the point where he actually got completely deplatformed on every single social media site for a very long time, for at least a month or two. And then now that Twitter has been taken over by Elon Musk, Andrew Tate has came back to Twitter. Now honestly, I didn't think we'd be talking about Andrew Tate again. There's been so many people that end up getting deplatformed and never come back to the internet. I think a good example of that is like Alex Jones. I mean, no one talks about him much anymore. Only 18% of the people watching this video right now are actually subscribed to the channel. Don't be part of the 81%. Subscribe to the channel. You have nothing to lose, even though he still trends on Twitter on occasion because the Twitter crowd, are just obsessed with him. But no one hears about Alex Jones anymore. Is because, they completely banned him and removed him from, all the social platforms. And, because they're so popular, once you're deplatformed, that's pretty much it for most people. But Andrew Tate is making a major comeback on Twitter. He's actually probably more popular than ever. I think it's because he's one of the first high profile persons to come back from a deplatformization, which is, honestly, I think it's something I was very surprised to see. Now, obviously, when Elon Musk took over Twitter, he decided to say that, Twitter was going to be a free speech platform from now on. And you know what? I guess that means bringing back Andrew Tate. And it's kind of funny to see how everyone was reacting over the last week or so. That's when he got reinstated on Twitter. He was trending over on Twitter. He's gaining hundreds of thousands of followers. He's getting hundreds of thousands of likes on every single one of his tweets, pretty much no matter whatever he tweets out. So obviously he's a big topic once again. And you know what? There's two sides of this story, and I think they're honestly both really ridiculous. So there's the side that are, the pro deplatformers that don't like Andrew Tate. They wanted him off every single platform. They have no problem with him being, silenced because, they think whatever he says is dangerous and bad for our society. Okay, and they're very upset. They're worried what he might say next. They worried what he might say that they think he's going to say something, I don't know, misogynistic again. It's going to cause, problems. But I mean, to be very honest, when we initially talked about Andrew Tate being banned, I mentioned it even back in that video that I haven't even really seen many things that Andrew Tate says that are like super controversial. And I think that's a big thing. Like, don't get me wrong, when he talks bad about women in whatever sentence, of course I don't like that. Who likes that? The fact of the matter is, he hasn't said anything so dangerous that I think he should have been completely deplatformed. And I think a lot of people agree with that, considering he's now more popular than ever. And then there's the other side where they're super hardcore Andrew Tate fans that'll pretty much agree with whatever he says. And if you don't agree with everything he says, you're not a top G and you're not a real man or super masculine. It's like, I don't know. I think both of these sides are super extreme, and it kind of sucks anymore. It feels like there's no in between because, like, me personally, there are things Andrew Tate has said that I agree with. I mean, I have a couple of his motivational videos that I have saved on my phone, and I find they really help me. And I definitely think that what he was trying to do is not only just him, but it's also like a whole phenomenon, because the whole, masculinity crisis is a big problem in our society right now. And, someone like Andrew Tate being, this quote-unquote masculine figure to bring the guys together, a lot of guys like that, and I can completely understand why. And then in the other sense, it's like, yeah, he says some kind of crazy things, even in a joking tone. It's like, I don't know, a little extreme considering he's reaching, tens of millions of people. And even if the majority of people take it as sarcastic and, as a joke, there's always that chance that, a couple people will see what he's saying as, gospel and a reason to act out in a bad way. And so I can understand both sides of the argument, but I'm still kind of in between. I mean, I'm okay with Andrew Tate being back on social media, if I'm going to be completely honest. But then again, I don't think he should receive special treatment when it comes to, if he says something out of pocket. And that's just the way I think it should be for most people. Andrew Tate obviously is, you know, he knows what he's doing, and he's very intelligent. You know what? I think a good example of, you know, how people disagree so much on this is because most of the social media platforms are like Western based, and you know, we're in the progressive West, quote unquote. But a lot of people that like Andrew Tate are from more like Bulgaria, I think he was from. I don't exactly remember, but they're a little more quote unquote traditional over there. And so of course, you know, when Andrew Tate says, you know, the man should provide and the woman should, you know, stay at home or whatever, of course the people over here in like America, you know, they're not a big fan of it because we've kind of quote unquote moved past that point, even though I don't know about that. But there are a lot of people that still agree with what Andrew Tate has to say, and I think deplatforming him is the wrong move. I definitely think it was the wrong move. I think deplatforming is the wrong move for most situations. I know just yesterday we actually covered the EDP situation, and I'm completely fine with him being deplatformed because, you know, with this platform he hits up, you know, little kids, you know, and tries to meet with them. So I'm okay with that deplatforming. But I mean, for any other reason than, you know, like a criminal offense like EDP, I definitely don't think Andrew Tate should be, you know, banned. You know, obviously there were some things that came out against potential criminal charges against him that were, I don't know, it kind of sounded unfounded, but and there hasn't been any update on those criminal charges as far as I know. But the whole reason was not because he did something, you know, allegedly criminal that he got deplatformed. It was because he was saying mean stuff on the internet that his all of his platforms were gone away. I mean, if you don't remember, he had like 4 million followers on Instagram where he only posted normal pictures. He didn't talk controversial. They completely removed him on there. They completely removed him on Facebook. And you know what? The most extreme thing I've seen in a long time, actually, this is like a new level of deplatforming, is that when he didn't actually have a TikTok as far as I know, but the reason Andrew Tate got so big is because he was absolutely blowing up on TikTok. I mean, literally billions of views. And so a lot of people were seeing him and what he had to say. And you know, if half of a billion people agree what you're saying, that's a lot of freaking people. And so they started to ban his videos, not only on TikTok and Instagram, but like all over the internet. They would ban videos that were about him or had him, not even from him, which is, you know what, I've never seen that kind of thing happen on the internet before. And I definitely think it's the future of the internet if we don't start standing up against deplatforming. I'm very grateful for Elon Musk for, you know, trying to push back against this crap. Like, regardless if you like Andrew Tate or dislike Andrew Tate, you gotta admit, as soon as, you know, all the social media platforms come together and say, hey, we're not even going to let videos reposted of you on the platform anymore. We're going to completely remove any image of you ever. I mean, that's a little extreme, but that's just my thoughts. You can let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Yesterday, we made a video about the streamer and content creator iShowSpeed and how he's officially getting canceled for promoting an alleged crypto scam. This is a crazy video breakdown you're not going to want to miss. Click here to watch it now.